big buzz now over the BJP dropping a big hint in Karnataka. The state in charge meeting Yediyurappa now. BJP says Yediyurappa is the tallest political leader in the state and further adds elections under Yediyurappa's guidance are very likely. So big buzz over BJP state in charge meeting Yediyurappa. And Niranjan to take us through this breaking development. Niranjan, a big turning point now, even as well. Can we say it's time for preparations for the next elections in the state? The BJP making a big statement, meeting Yediyurappa.
Well, this is a significant statement or a message that is going out. And it comes on the back of 2 or 3 developments, Rukma. The first development is that there are ministers within who are sort of speaking in different voices. You had 2 ministers, one whose tape has gone viral, second one who's backing a Congress chief minister on record, saying that he would like to see Siddaramaiah as the chief minister. So, given that backdrop, what is happening in Karnataka is very, very symbolic, very significant. Yediyurappa is, undoubtedly the tallest leader for the BJP in Karnataka. He's the tallest leader. He's someone who's brought the BJP to power for the first time in the south. He was the first chief minister when the Karnataka BJP government was formed, and he sort of kept the party together for well over 3 to 4 decades in Karnataka. So in that sense, for him, a few months back when Basavaraj Bommai was brought in as the chief minister, Yediyurappa was replaced. There was a buzz that he could go into retirement. But I think yesterday what has happened with the BJP Parliamentary Board elevating him has just given a new lease of life to the BJP's campaign, which is not looking good as far as optics is concerned. Not good optics with different ministers speaking different languages, but he's someone who's managed to keep the flock together. And he's done it, he's a very, very tactful politician. And he's the most popular in the BJP. I think you can safely say that in Karnataka. So for him to be elevated and for the BJP Karnataka in charge to be flown down, to be meeting him, and to him to go on record and say that he's the tallest leader in Karnataka and the elections will be fought under his guidance, I think that says a lot about the BJP strategy. Now, whether he will be the chief minister he will face, nobody knows. But it's clear that he will lead the BJP into the Karnataka elections. I think it's safe to say that because you had very strong organizational leaders. B.L. Santosh, also part of the BJP's parliamentary board. He is also on the BJP parliamentary board. He's a very senior leader from Karnataka. You have Prahlad Joshi, who's a senior minister, parliamentary affairs minister, part of the cabinet. He's also from Karnataka. Karnataka has tall leaders, but I think they needed that one leader to sort of, keep them together, keep the unit together, to take them into the elections, and the preparations have already begun. So in that sense, this is going to be a big one, a very, very big one for the BJP. They've gone on record to say that he will take them, guide them into the next election. So it's going to be interesting also because, the Lingayat vote, and people have spoken about it for years, that Lingayat vote is a crucial factor. It is a critical factor in Karnataka. He's the tallest leader of the Lingayat community. I think the BJP sort of has recalculated recently after Congress leaders had this entire photo op and show of strength with the Lingayat community a few days back. And they've sort of re-strategized. They've gone back to the drawing board and they've realized that if there's one leader who can give them a shot at coming back to power, that could be Yediyurappa. So it's a big move. It will be interesting to see where things go. And Bommai, the chief minister of Karnataka, has also thanked the BJP for elevating Yediyurappa. So interesting. We're all standing by. Let's see what happens. Back to you for now.
Well, many thanks, Niranjan, for explaining that entire situation to us so well. So a very telling statement from the BJP as high-level meetings are held with its leader Yediyurappa. The BJP clearly saying that the polls ahead could be held under his guidance.